This episode of Eminence Legacy podcast is brought to you by FE26 Legion, built for discipline, not the distracted. Every FE26 design is released for a limited season and then retired into the vault. No restocks, no reruns. If you're wearing FE26, it's not because you followed a trend, it's because you live by a standard. Find the current season at fe26legion.com. Discipline remains, the Legion endures. Welcome back to the Eminence Legacy podcast. I'm Jose Luis Cadena. This is a companion episode for week 5. Let's name something most people don't want to face. Every delay is a decision. Not choosing is still choosing. And waiting is not neutral. It's actually affecting you in the long run. Here is something I've learned the hard way, and believe me, it's been a long road traveled. Faith does not come first. Obedience does. Most people think they need certainty before action. They think clarity comes before commitment. But real life does not work that way. You do not act because you believe everything will work out. You act because you are willing to move without guarantees. That is obedience. Faith is often the result of obedience, not the prerequisition. And when people delay decisions, it's not because they don't believe. It's because they don't want to move until they feel safe. But safety is rarely felt before movement. It is discovery after. That is the feeling that comes with the obedience. Let's be honest, gently but truthful. Most people delay is not rebellion, it's fear. Fear of choosing wrong, fear of losing comfort, fear of closing doors, fear of disappointing someone, including yourself. So people wait, they research, they overthink, they pray and pray again, they prepare and over-prepare. But deep down, they are hoping for a moment where the decision won't cost anything. That moment does not come, and life does not pause while you wait. It keeps forming you or deforming you. Delaying might feel like you're responsible, but in long term, it is quietly trains you to distrust your own ability to act, your own ability to choose. Here's the shift that changes everything. You do not delay because you do not know what to do. You delay because you do not want to obey what you already know. Not obey a rule, not obey a person. Obey the truth that is already clear. That conversation you know you need to have. That boundary you have been avoiding. That habit you have been negotiating with, that season you know has ended. Faith does not show up first. Obedience does. So let's make this usable. Ask yourself tonight, no guilt, no pressure. What decision have I delayed, hoping clarity would save me from responsibility? Now ask a second question. What would obedience look like, even if faith has not caught up yet? Obedience might look like this: sending the message, setting the boundary, committing to the routine, letting something in, choosing direction over certainty. You don't need to feel brave. You just need to be willing. That is where momentum begins. Next week, we are talking about pressure. Why pressure is not the enemy. Why growth requires it. And why avoiding pressure is one of the fastest ways to stay small and not grow. If this episode stirred something, do not miss what's coming. If this sharpened you, don't let it stop here. Follow the Eminence Legacy podcast on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or wherever you might be streaming this podcast. If you are listening on Apple, leave a 5-star review. It helps this message reach people who are quietly stuck. And share this episode with someone who has been waiting for the right moment. We all know somebody like this. That it's not the time yet. But we know they're there. But we know that the right time never shows up on time. This is the Eminence Legacy podcast. Together, let's rise to our eminence. Catch you on the next one.